Lubin will keep your voice down.
A compass? How did the law people even get their hands on something like this? An embroidered handkerchief? Isn't this Halubun's treasure?
Hold that! Don't let him escape! Don't let him escape! Well...
Is that stuff from... So where's the code? Still always with the game, but they won't rest true. Like I...
Written in code. There it is! Shouldn't stick around here. Let's get out now. Forgive me. Huh? Where'd it go? Hey! Up ahead! Stop! Stop there!
Clear the way! Watch out for the cover!
I'd be a fool not to run! Halt at once! I think not! Take that!
Swordsman! Who are you? Spread out and watch careful! Searching for anyone suspicious! Where did he...
That was close! Almost got caught!
Side. Easy now! What's the rush?
Where'd it go?
Is the Kitan? Where did this lunatic come from? Break the lantern!
Stop fooling around! Someone spit up blood! Go on! Why'd you stop running? You're too good! I give up. Can't run anymore. Give up? Didn't I say, when I catch you, I'm smashing your head in? I mean that! I quit! Elder Shred! You never said I'd catch such a beating doing this! Elder Shred? Are you talking about Tre Cho of Nine Mortal Ways?
Don't give me that look. It was all just a test.
A test?
Yes! You didn't realize? All that scrambling and leaping you've done? Don't you feel more nimble? That is the unique technique of the Nine Mortal Ways.
And what if I hadn't caught him?
Hey, I'm an elder of the Nine Mortal Ways. Would I say you want to fail?
What if I was super alert and didn't let him steal from me?
Impossible. Can you fend off, Kong Kong? All right, get up. You really got nasty mess you made. I'm okay, huh?
Unless you got me around for coming wiring. Deal.
That's extortion. One more.
Deal. Come here. Let's break. Hold on.
That's right. What do you do about commotion costs?
Don't you worry about that. Those cheats on
Killing
themselves.
yourself, that's not just steal. Getting along with the truth, that's right.
They all just work out that way. Look, you can tell some steals it. I got that one. Everybody wins. Don't give me that face. The Nine Mortal Ways keep an eye out for action shit thereabouts.
You want on?
Naturally. You think I teach us anybody? Come on. I want to hear where our control finds us.
I wonder how my pawn's doing now.
My pay. When will I finally get paid? chance of a better price. Officer?
This is Iron.
Grandmaster above, grant me steady hands and a clear mind.
Why do you think young lady stays here instead of heading to the result post?
Spring never ends. Having returned to heaven. Spring never ends.
brother, but your food
This
here
all
really
began
isn't all that good.
Mother, I'm tired.
Gathered to see the army. Why are you still standing around?
Those brats still wet behind the elite. Back in my day, my archery could split a feather.
In the Imperial Garden, the seasons pass like poetry. Spring's blue, summer's green, autumn's blaze, winter's silver sheet.
Such a massive project. Has our Great Song dynasty become so wealthy and powerful?
Wrong. I heard many were offered.
Sister, look at these friends.
Giving him that money was such a waste.
I apologize for the poor welcome.
Most must be also heights, 3 years to make, and 1 day to fall. Now the height I've made. Most must be also heights, 3 years to make, and 1 day to fall. Now the height I've made. Most must be also heights, 3 years to make, and 1 day to fall.
Now the kite I've made can not only soar for days, scouting the enemy day and night without rest. It can also harness the Firestone, whistle out commands, and lead the battle charge. But when has there ever been a kite that soars forever? Still, even if it does fall one day, What is more important is how high it once flew, and how far. I have already reported to once the guests are... This year, such a magnificent... If we don't enjoy the...
What I heard is that hosting a banquet...
Seeing through everything. You're not simple. The prefect... Indeed, it's terrific. Now with the internal... By then, if we can...
What a brilliant move to scare the...
Both countries have now pretending to tour. Prefect... As for who... The invitation is... As once the guests are...
Today's banquet hosts, honored talents invited by the Emperor.
Undeniable.
The Imperial Garden. The seasons pass like poetry.
This time, judging by your noble demeanor, you must be an envoy from another country, am I right? The governor is hosting a...
Oh?
The Jinming Pool.
Greetings.
Greetings, young hero.
The governor has prepared
a banquet.
Can't see.
Sorry for the interruption.
No need for formality.
Yes, once the...
Thank you, young hero.
The Quintident warship towers with 5 decks. This ship stands smashing nearby.
This massive warship is so huge, sailing from the north to the Shanghai region. If the waterline...
When sailing, Sui Dynasty but speed is switch to water tank ballast, draw and discharge water locally, and adjust the waterline as easily as moving your arm. In this way, this ship can travel between the northern and southern waterways, as if entering an unguarded land.
Good. In the past, when the Sui Dynasty conquered the Qin Dynasty and unified, lost to time, with once the final bat. Honored envoy, you've always been now, not Bashu and Jiangnan.
Jiangnan has already exhausted its national resources, having paid tribute to 3 countless gold.
Lord Zhao, it is currently stationed out only 2 requests. First, once the second.
Okay. Someone. Since the 2 countries have already made a treaty, General Rong, please hand over your talisman and lend it to the Shu envoy for a while.
The Baojun Tower is a majestic sight. Undeniable proof of the song's rising power. A noble ruler, and the flourishing of gifted...
General, why do you look so worried?
Young hero.
He fell ill a few days. Since you are a guest of honor of General Rong, if you have the chance to inquire about his recent situation, I will surely reward you.
A brief respite.
The diagram of the 5... Bringing the diagram back this time will not let down...
Huh?
How did this... If it weren't for stealing... Damn it.
Today's banquet hosts honored talents invited by the Emperor. We must be very careful.
How are the preparations? Nothing out of order?
If any fruit or vegetable lacks freshness, return it to the kitchen for replacement.
Quickly now, fresh tea for our honored guests.
The Baotian Tower is a majestic sight.
Lord, the diagram is
important. With you here today, speak. Jinming pulled in such a crucial as you the theft of the diagram. I could also stealing from
young hero. If
in that case,
banquet is about to end, Jinming Pool is
behold the coincident warship.
Exactly. The towering ship has 5 decks, stands over 100 feet tall, and can accommodate 1,000 warriors. 6 giant hammer poles are set up around, hanging high on all sides. And the ship's hull is as majestic as a grand mansion. Once the giant hammer falls from above, the enemy ship will be shattered to pieces. Wang Jun's tower ship sailed down to Yizhou and dimmed the Royal Jinling. It's been 5 years since Emperor Shuzong commissioned this pond for naval training in Kaifeng.
Breathtaking indeed.
This unprecedented in scale. I've returned my talisman. I can't go further from here. It's all on you now, young wanderer. The envoy of Shu has arrived. The Navy is heavily guarded.
Can we get close to the
The water functions as a natural defense. Even the most excellent swimmer will not be able to swim that far. With this distance, even the best swimmer would be powerless. A frontal attack is out of the question. The entire route is lined. Officials and soldiers come to greet the later Shu envoy. An unwise charge will only alert the enemy. The flank is well guarded. They have even dispatched elite bugle soldiers. It would be unwise to attempt entry there. By then, the entire Jinming Pool will be on high alert, and the boarding passages will be sealed. However, I've already left something for you to step on, at the mast of the Haihu ship and at the eaves of the hall. With this, you can spring upward and reach higher ground.
Proceeding across the eaves, you can approach the water in front of the square quality. The liquefied water will be your best counter when it comes to ice. There's no way for us to make all the solutions efficient around. Perhaps you could hold your breath and entry and outlet from underwater. This way, you won't be able to approach your hand for and certainly obtain what you need to know.
Before boarding the Quintident warship,
Warship diagram, we define lots of detail. I still stay here to receive military news. But only help me with off now. Please, see my phone. Take my military talisman and dock my warship. Zero move up and wait for a long time. The diagram's on the top floor of the ship. I can inspect the warship. You can take it back with you. The authentic blueprint's on board. We'll save the night.
Your Highness, is this five-tooth warship really that powerful? Is it worth using so much military funds to exchange for a single diagram?
Why are you so unambitious? Haven't you thought about it? After occupying the middle reaches of the Yangtze, where should this great ship sail next? If not Jiangnan, then Bashu.
Your Highness, I understand.
What have you understood?
The meaning of today's banquet is, whoever doesn't pay up will be the next one to get hit.
Finally, some progress. This tribute of military provisions can ensure the peace of our Shu kingdom for 3 to 5 years. Seizing this opportunity, if we work hard, we can also build this five-toothed warship. In the future, we might still be able to fight against Song.
Your Highness.
Why do you talk so much?
Your Highness, I wanted to ask, why do we have to personally board the ship to retrieve the diagram of the Great Warship? Could there be any trickery here?
What trick could there be? Even in war, envoys are not beheaded. Zhao Guangyi, that guy, killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Firstly, by showing off the five-toothed warship to us. Secondly, by taking the opportunity to retrieve the talisman. It seems the Zhao family is about to kill the donkey after grinding the flour.
By order, verify the boarding talisman.
Excuse me? How do I use this boarding talisman?
Sail to the military port on the opposite shore.
Esteemed envoy, please board the ship and wait. Once the documents are exchanged, we will set off at once for the military port on the far bank and board the warship. Esteemed envoy, please board the ship.
Enemy spotted.
goes there?
Always come! Where hate.
Turns to hell. Our soul goes with rage. Stop! Stop! Stop!
Intruder! The envoy has been murdered! Pass the order! Everyone stay sharp! Close the boarding gate! No one is allowed to leave!